The Helspoort Pass is located on the tarred R350 and connects the towns of Grahamstown and Bedford. Both towns have plentiful history dating back to the 1820 settler days, and it is here that the British forces entrenched themselves initially. There were several forts built which are still standing today. The pass has plenty of bends, corners and curves, 21 of them in total, and hardly any straight sections. It only has a small altitude variance of 67 meters and has a very comfortable average gradient of 1 in 94, with the steepest parts being at 1 in 28. The pass is suitable for all vehicles, but note that overtaking is difficult. The road initially curves through a 70-degree left-hand bend towards the west-northwest, then follows a narrow valley which progressively decreases in width over the next 4 kilometers, all the while climbing gently. Most of the bends along this section are of a mild nature, leaving one with the opportunity to soak in the lovely views. At the 4.2 kilometer mark, there's a sudden change in direction via an S-bend, which takes the heading into the northwest. At the apex of the first part of this bend, the summit point of 559 meters is reached. From this point, the bends increase in frequency and become tighter. As of 1833, it was estimated that the population of Grahamstown was approximately 6,000. In a few decades it became the Cape Colony's largest city after Cape Town. It was traditionally the capital and cultural centre of the Albany area, a former traditionally English-speaking district with a distinctive local culture. Grahamstown is the focal point of frontier history, with many savage battles having raged in the necks and passes around this area. One of those was the Battle of Egazzini. On April the 22nd, 1819, a force of over 10,000 Xhosa warriors launched an attack against the British colonial forces under the command of Colonel Wilshire. The British successfully defended their position with only 300 men. The Xhosa leader, Nkali, surrendered and was imprisoned on Robben Island. He attempted to escape on Christmas Day 1819, but drowned in the attempt. The descent of 2 kilometers follows a generally northerly direction, and the biggest bend of the Poort is reached at the 5.3 kilometer mark. Here the road bends through a full horseshoe bend of 160 degrees as a side ravine is skirted to maintain altitude. The Poort ends at the end of a wide and persistent left-hand curve at the 6.3 kilometer mark at an altitude of 482 meters.